is Maggie Graham with Quiet Careers in collaboration with Workforce 50. Today I want to show you how to build your LinkedIn profile from top to bottom. So we're going to start up here at the background photo. And you'll see this little tag here that says update background photo will give you the option to upload a photo. And I recommend going to a royalty-free website. So you can just search on Google for royalty-free images, or you can go to the stocks where there's a couple of platforms that I really like, Pixabay and Pexels. So you can see them along the left here. And then all you have to do is use a keyword that is associated with your area of interest and do a search. And then you'll get a bunch of options and pick one that you like. And then you can select it and download it and manipulate it into the right dimensions. Now, an easier thing to do would be to go to a site called Canva and log in. You'll have to build an account, but when you do that, you will see that there is the option to build a LinkedIn banner, and it's got very close to the right dimensions. Now, when you log in, you may not see the option for LinkedIn banner right here and create a design. So just click on more, scroll down here, and you're looking for social media, and you will see LinkedIn banner. Click on that. It gives you a whole new window with a lot of design options, many of which will be free and that you can edit. So you can select one that you like and just go in and edit it, or you can find one that you want to pay for and go edit that one, and then you can load it down to your desktop and then select this option and upload it to your profile. So the next place I'd like you to go here is to this little pencil directly to the right of your profile picture. This is going to go towards where you want to edit your headline as well as your summary. So these are the spots where you'll enter that content, and if you want to put some media, attach that to your summary, this is the spot where you would do that. The other two things are make sure you specify your geographic location as well as your industry. And you'll see here you have to select from these prescribed options for your industry. So pick the one that suits you the best, and then go ahead and save all of that content. And then the next spot to go is over here, contact and personal information along the right. So you see that little pencil, and this is the spot where you're going to enter your URLs for your websites if you have them. So put those in and then specify what they're for. And then also, I think it's a good idea to include either your phone number or your email address. Now, if you decide that you want to include your Twitter, I'm going to show you where to do that. I do not list my birthday because I don't like having everyone send me notifications on my birthday. So, but that's an option for you there. If you decide that you want to do the Twitter, you come up here to the Me and select Settings and Privacy. Come over here, we're on Account, and you go to Partners and Third Parties, and here's where you enter your Twitter. So that's the spot where you'll edit that. Then let's go back here to the profile and pick it up with the experience section. And there are just 3 things that I want to show you in that area. In your experience section, one of the fields that is really important is your job title field. Is particularly for your current position. So make sure it's right here, and you'll get to it by clicking the edit button, the little pencil. And now you can go into the title field. You have up to 100 characters, and this is an important place for keywords, for branding. So you can list your official title and then use this little pipe character, the vertical line. Instead of a comma, it just makes it easier to read, and then specify some other tasks that you do or some keywords that you think will rank very well for you as far as emphasizing your strengths. Now, the other thing that I want you to do is check where you have your organizations listed. So I'm going to go down here and edit this particular entry by clicking on the little pencil. And because this organization that I work for, and I've entered this in the past, but see, when I start to enter, it gives me these suggestions, and you can see this lovely logo right here. So when I select it, it's going to display that logo on my profile. So make sure that you do that for all of the organizations and companies that you know have a presence on LinkedIn through a business page. And then the last thing that I want you to do is, particularly if you have a overlapping dates with your positions, you can specify the order by using the horizontal lines here. You can click on this and drag, and it'll change the order of where those positions display. The positions always display in chronological order, but I have more than one present position. So it's giving me the option to move one to a higher spot. So I can reorder them by using that little option. Now what I want to show you is the education section. And one of the things I want to show you within that is you do have the option to move your sections around. So if I wanted my education section to come above my experience section, because I had just gotten some education that really was more paramount than my experience, I would use this little icon here to click and drag the entire section above. So that is an option for you. The other thing, I often hear from people who are concerned that their undergraduate degree, they feel like it dates them. So you can go in here and use the little pencil edit button, and you can eliminate the dates. All you have to do is just show the year and then save it, and then the dates are gone. But if you decide to do that, make sure that you do that for every one of your education entries in that section, because it will be a little bit of a red flag if you have some dates and not others, the way I have this now. The other thing I want you to look at is the volunteer experience. And when you go in here, again, you can reorder and you can edit, and you can enter in this description field specific things about that opportunity that describe why you selected it, why it's important to you. And if you need to add a new one, you can select this plus button. And that's true for every one of the sections. If you hit the plus button, it'll give you the option to add a new entry in that section. Now, skills. I'm going to add a new skill because I want to show you. Let's see. When I start typing artificial intelligence, you can see it's giving me these options, these auto suggestions. So you need to look here and select from what's available to you. Don't add a new entry that's not available on the drop-down list, because this drop-down list is created from where people do searches on LinkedIn, and you want to overlap with them and make sure that you're specifying the terms that are used most commonly on LinkedIn. Now, the other thing that is really important is you can see here only the top 3 are displayed, and I have 44 more. And what I want you to do is think about which skills do you want to be in your top 3, because it will be ordered by the number of endorsements that you have unless you move it around. So all I did was click the editing pencil, and now I have this reorder column, and I can click and drag and move things up if I want to and override the number of endorsements that I have. Now, for recommendations, which is the next section, I'm actually going to go to another person's profile and show you a couple of things on here. So when I go and visit another person's profile and I use these, this wasn't the person I was looking for, but I'll do it anyway. So these 3 dots here up next to her profile picture, if I just click on this, it gives me the option to request a recommendation from her or to recommend her myself. And then it'll take me through the steps to do either one of those things. So that's the place where you look for that opportunity. And then the accomplishments section, I'm going to actually show you first up here where it says add a new profile section. And the reason that I'm showing you this is just because if you don't have any of these things selected yet on your profile, you'll have to come here and select them. So you'll just say, oh yeah, I want to add a publication or a certification. And the other spot you can do it is down here if you already have accomplishments listed. I can just do a plus and it gives me all of these options and I can select any of them. Now the last thing I want to show you is here on the interests, and if I click see all, you're going to see that I have these 4 categories that are outlined in the blog post: the influencers, companies, groups, and schools. So let me first show you where to find the influencers. I'm going to go back here to my home page, and you're going to see right over here along the right who to follow. So there's giving me some suggestions about people I might want to follow and read, and I can click here and view all the categories and people who are featured prominently in each of these categories, and then I can select one of the follow buttons if I like these options. I could also search for them up here in the search bar, and then I could follow them. Now, the thing I'm actually going to search for up here is artificial intelligence, because what I want to show you is once I search on a term, and I'm not selecting any of the options that it's giving me, I'm just hitting return, and I'm getting to the next page. And now up here, I have all of these menu items that I can use. What I want to look for are companies, and then I can follow these companies if they appeal to me. So you can see all these options, and I can also click. Each of these is a hot link and I can read about them, but it's giving me just a little bit of content about them in terms of data. The other thing that I could do is I could select the groups tab, and I can find out, okay, what groups are there that are connected to artificial intelligence. And you can see it gives me the title, the number of people, and these are hot links, so I can go over here and check out the group and ask to join. So search for keywords, search for geographic areas, search for things like women in technology. Really try to cast your net widely so that your groups are giving you a nice representation of people that you can cross paths with on LinkedIn. And one of the other things you can do is go over here to this tic-tac-toe board and select groups. And what it's going to do is give me my activity from my groups as the default. But so you'll see this is today's highlights, which is what this is right here. Then I can also visit my groups if I would like to go in there and find someone and email them or in-mail them through the groups tab. But the thing I want you to look at is discover. And when you select that, you're going to see a lot of options that LinkedIn is specifying as suggestions for you. So take a look at them, and if you want to ask to join, go ahead. You can hot link to them and check them out and see if they appeal to you. You can have up to 100 groups on your profile, so don't hesitate. The last thing I want you to do is look, if you're looking for a school, type in the main search bar the school. So either if you're thinking about going to a specific school or you would like to work at that school, you should be following it. So just search for it and then go to the page where it is listed, and you can follow it. You could also see alumni, which is really helpful, and look at the connections that you have to that organization or that university, so that then you can try to connect through them to get a sense of whether that's going to be a good option for you. So I hope this has been helpful to you as you're building your profile or revamping it. And I would love for you to email me any questions about this article or any other topic on LinkedIn. I'm available at Maggie, MAGGIE, at quietcareers.com. Thanks so much.